Hello, my name's Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. I want to talk about, I've been talking about it, and for people who are just joining in, about these systems and how wrong they are. I was a judge in the system here who is wrongfully just burying men financially. So I was just thinking about this, and I have a friend who just lives a block away from here. The judge went through and took his child support based off of the past year, requested his past year's worth of check stubs, based his child support off of 1 week that he worked 40 hours of overtime. I got to thinking about that. I mean, that's pretty simple math. And think about this. If we just took and made round even numbers, say $20 an hour. $20 an hour, I don't know, at least used to be a decent wage. Today it really isn't that great. But say $20 an hour, 40 hours a week. That's what, $800 a week. His child support should be based off of $800 a week. Now, if you take 80 hours that he worked that week, 40 hours of overtime, do the math on that. We had 800 plus 800 plus 400. That's $2,000 a week his child support is being based off of now. Would you deal with that with your interest rate with your bank? Say you signed a fixed interest rate with your bank and they said instead of charging you 5%, we're going to raise it to 15. We're going to raise it to 40, 60, 80%. Would our country stand for that? This is something that I just come to a realization of in the past few weeks, and I've really been talking to the people around me, my counselor and friends. The Boston Tea Party was fought over pennies in taxes. Pennies. Martin Luther King Jr. started a revolution over sitting on the back of a bus. And granted, there was more to it than that, but at that point in that stage, slavery was already abolished. No rights had not been established. But we're supposed to sit here and take more than half of our checks, get buried in debt, still not making our full child support payments, even though we worked 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week. They just tell you to work more so we can take more. And you still don't even make your full payment. That happened to me in my first marriage. I made $15 an hour and they took $720 a month in child support. And that was the max that they took the max amount. And also, I lost my house, my truck. I was on the streets, homeless, lost my job. And I'm watching this take place right here now around me too, to other people. Again, Boston Tea Party was a big deal over pennies and taxes. But yet we're supposed to sit here and just take this. Here, we're going to take more than half your check overnight, snap of a finger. Don't care if your woman abused you, that she cheated on you. You were the faithful, good, loyal one. None of that matters anymore. You're a man, so we're going to damn you anyway. Now, I have friends that are homeless because of this. All around me, I have friends that are homeless because of this. I have been homeless because of this. How do we make it stop? Do we need to go to war again? It makes me look at the mentality of our country. Again, wars were fought for less, but yet we're just sitting here taking it. We're supposed to be happy with what little toys we do have, and we're supposed to go play with those. Here, you got a cell phone, the government will give you that, and you can just go watch YouTube, be happy. Oh, you don't have food? We don't care, because you know what? A lot of people don't even think about this aspect of it. When you're going through that as a man, you don't even get food stamps, health benefits. You don't get none of that stuff because they base it off your main income. Well, they don't deduct child support and your house payment and all that other stuff when you get state benefits. They take it off of your... It's gross. So you don't even get food to eat. I've done it. I actually went and got a job and quit my good paying job a long time ago. It was what, 15 years ago? Even longer than that now. I quit my good paying job and went and got a job at a restaurant because I was starving. I needed to eat. Didn't matter if I didn't have a roof over my head. I got to eat, right? But I couldn't. This is another story, another person going through another struggle. Because wrong is taking place. I can't even believe that this is the world I actually live in. I'm still waiting for somebody to not even pinch me, just slap me and wake me up already. I'm tired of this nightmare. Tired of being slapped. Tired of being a dog chained to a tree, just getting whooped and beat on. I'm tired of watching my kids have to go through it all, and all these other kids who have to sit there and watch their dads go through it all. I need to add to the story too, because it's actually even more than that. Not only did this dad lose his job, he lost his job because his ex is just an absolute monster, and she's the one who gets the kids. She's put him in the hospital multiple times, literally, no shit. And to tell you about how good the system is, remember that story I just told you about the woman who beat up her 73-year-old dad? Nothing happened. Nothing. She's back with her dad, and her dad's living scared, so is her kid. And we wonder why this stuff keeps happening. So, the dad that I was just talking about, just maybe a month ago, kids' moms, they're not together, they're not having relations, none of that, but she still put him in the hospital again because she just likes beating the shit out of him. And what happened? He couldn't walk for almost a week and lost his job. And now he's fallen behind on $2,000 a week that he never made, except for 1 month. Then maybe he had a chance to get ahead and find ground to stand on and do something in his own life than drive a beater car and live in just a shack because that's all he can afford. And I'm not saying he was making $2,000 a week. I'm just using those as numbers to put a grab on things. If he made $20 an hour, his child support should be based off of $800 a week by law. Instead, it's being based off of $2,000 a week, or whatever actually he makes and what the numbers come out to be in his actual particular situation. So imagine that. If you were being taxed on $2,000 a week instead of $800, and that's what you were supposed to be taxed on, wouldn't our country raise hell? Wouldn't we be back to the George Floyd days of burning down cities probably? But yeah, because we're men, we're supposed to just take it. And that's not right. This is a man who's not.